Peace. Welcome to the Sorry to Bother You show. Wherever or however you're listening, we're so grateful to have you with us. As guys know, Sean Cottle. And in today's show, guys, I want to discuss an interesting topic that came across my mind the other day. And it came across my mind while I was watching Forrest Gump. And Forrest Gump was on TV, and I stumbled upon it and I watched it. And it was a movie I had watched as a child growing up, and it always stuck in my mind, and because it was a good movie, though it is filled with thematically cliches and in terms of the plot. However, tonally and thematically, it has a lot of resonance in terms of how we can be living our life. And so I watched the movie the other day, and it resonated with me on a different level as an adult in comparison to how it did as a child. And there's one scene in particular that stood out to me, and it was a scene where Forrest's mother, played by Sally Fields, is on her deathbed, and Forrest is talking to her, and Forrest asks his mother what his destiny is, and Mrs. Gump replies to Forrest and says that that's for him to figure out. And then she follows up with the famous quote, perhaps the most famous quote from the movie: "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." And as a kid, when I heard that phrase, when I heard that saying, you see it at face value. But however, now as an adult, and this scene in particular, resonates with me on a different level. And the reason I say that is because there are a lot of takeaways from this movie and Forrest Gump. And one of the biggest takeaways is the concept of embracing life. Oftentimes we get caught up in the mundane, we get caught up in the routine, we get caught up in ourselves, and we forget to experience life and to embrace life and everything that it has to offer. Whether that be to like I said, being caught up in the mundane, or fear of failure, fear of success. And we often forget the moments to embrace life and everything that it has to offer. And when Mrs. Gump says that that life is like a box of chocolates, there's a level of uncertainty that we have to understand that is going to come with life. And what happens is that we have to embrace the fact that we are unaware of many things that's going to occur in our life. And it's not that you're embracing the uncertainty, more so that you're embracing life itself. And when we look at it from a spiritual perspective, we understand that God, the Most High, is life. He's the creator of all things. His characteristics, his traits are within life. He is creator of all things. So when we embrace life, we're embracing the Most High. And when we embrace the Most High, we embrace his characteristics. We embrace everything that he is. He's loving. He's compassionate. He's wisdom. He is faith. And so when we embrace the Most High, we embrace all those characteristics, just how we would with anyone else in the physical realm. So say we have a friend that is very disciplined, or is extremely articulate, or is very compassionate. We're going to embrace those same characteristics the more time we spend around that friend. The same way goes for the Most High. The more time we spend with the Most High, we embrace the Most High, we embrace the characteristics that the Most High has. And when you embrace life, you naturally embrace the Most High as well, and you embrace all those characteristics. And when you embody those characteristics of wisdom, understanding, faith, empathy, you understand that there's a level of peace that comes with not having control over everything. This need for control that we have has stifled our creativity as a whole, and has stifled our progression and our potential. When we understand that where we are is exactly where we need to be, we truly get a full experience of life. And so by embracing life, you embrace the Most High. And in doing so, you embrace the understanding that where you are is exactly where you need to be. And that allows you to embrace everything and to see everything that life has to offer. So when Mrs. Gump says that life is like a box of chocolates, it's embracing the Most High. And in doing so, you allow the Most High to guide you to where you need to be. And you allow the Most High to place you where you need to be. And you completely remove your ego and your sense of self. And when I say sense of self, I mean what you want for yourself, or what you think is best for yourself. And you understand that the Most High has your best interest in His will. And obviously revert back to scripture. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Most High. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So at times it's difficult for us to comprehend or even attempt to see what the Most High has planned for us. It's because we can't comprehend His thoughts. We are not the Most High. His thoughts are not ours, and that's why at times it's difficult for us to maintain that faith. But like I said, when you embrace life, you embrace the faith concept of understanding that you don't need to have all the answers at this point in time, that where the Most High has you is where you need to be at that time. And if the Most High is good, then everything He does is in your best interest. And there's a reason He has you where you're at. And when you have that sense of confidence, understanding that I'm here for a reason, I'm here in this moment in life for a purpose, it allows you to see life for what it is, and it allows you to embrace everything that it has to offer. And that's what Forrest Gump as a movie is about, and that's what it represents. You see Forrest go through these almost what would appear random scenarios in life, and he goes through these different historical events, and what some would consider he lives a life well lived. And what happens is when you embrace life, you embrace the Most High, life starts to move with a sense of fluidity. Some people call it coincidence, some people call it random, but I call it the path. You flow along this path that the Most High has for you, and it seems as if things are just lining up perfectly, and it's almost as if you don't have to try. It just happens that way. And what I mean by that, I don't want to get misconstrued and say that you don't have to work towards anything. You still have to control the things you control in terms of your work ethic, and focusing on the daily habits that can lead to success, quote unquote success. But as you start to move in alignment and embrace the Most High, things start to move naturally and flow naturally. And you realize that with that flow, you are guided to where you need to be, and things just happen naturally and in alignment. And that's when you really start to experience life, and that's where you really start to see where life can take you. And so life is like a box of chocolates. And it's a cliche at face value, right? But we understand it means to embrace life. Embrace everything the Most High has. And when you fully commit and embrace the Most High, it allows you to flow through life with a sense of grace and understanding and a level of groundedness, and in the sense that where you are is exactly where you need to be. And that is the most important lesson from this movie as a whole, embracing life and everything that it has to offer. And the only way to do that is by embracing the Most High. And these are things that didn't appear to me as a child when I first watched this movie, but now that as an adult, these are things that have become clear to me by watching this movie and through experience itself. And as I watched Forrest Gump the other day, this was something that resonated with me, and I believe that this is something that we can all take into account. We can use in our daily life. Embrace everything that life has to offer, and in doing so, it allows us to flow and to allow us to be where we need to be. And that's when we start to get understanding of, all right, this is how life is supposed to be, or okay, I'm here for a reason. And it's less friction. It's more fluidity. It's almost as if you're on cruise control. And when you watch the movie with Forrest Gump, that's kind of like that's almost as if how it appears Forrest is living his life. It's almost as if he's just kind of flowing, and he just naturally ends up in these different spaces and scenarios. And that's how it is when you embrace the Most High. You completely let go of your ego and what you think you want for yourself, and allow the Most High to do His will. And in every moment, in every instance, the plans that the Most High has for us will always supersede what we have for ourselves. And when we understand that, then we can truly start to embrace life for everything that it has to offer. And let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on the concept of embracing life? And what are your thoughts on the movie Forrest Gump as a whole? Do you guys like the movie? Do you guys think that this is one of the biggest concepts, themes that's touched on in the movie? Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Looking forward to hearing all about it. But with that being said, guys, that's it for our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a wonderful show. If you haven't already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, so you guys can stay up to date on all the latest content. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button as well. Until then, guys, continue to stay safe, be vigilant, make smart decisions, and